Well, they might want to rename this Capital Blowout City, because that's what we've had so far. And I dare say that Senegal, if they get in rampant form like they were yesterday, we could have another runaway today. But hopefully Mozambique will come out a little stronger today and have a little bit of offense. They really struggled in their opening game against Angola after a rough and tumble first several minutes. They were just a distinct second best. Senegal obviously were way too much for Kenya on opening day, especially in the fourth quarter. We've already watched Angola win impressively over Kenya 83-66 today, and now it's Mozambique taking on the Senegalese. And there's a lot to like about Senegal. I mean, where do we start? They play above the rim. They've got some youngsters in this team that are clearly exciting players to watch, like Ibrahim Afai, like that young man right there, like Malik Dime. But we also like the fact that they're coached now by Boniface Ndong, who for many years was not just a pro player. I mean, he was a pro player in the NBA. He was a pro player in Europe with leading clubs, and now he's back home sharing all of that great knowledge and experience with the national team that he once shone with. Boniface Ndong, without question, one of the best Lions ever, and hoping to bring the good times back. Senegal, obviously, with Tunisia and Nigeria in Africa, two great teams that they will have to overcome looking down the road if they want to be at the top again. It's been a long time for Senegal since they have been at the top, but you would have to say, looking at it objectively, they have a lot of talent, and perhaps making it back to the top of the podium at an AfroBasket is not out of the question. So keep an eye on the Senegal team. Mozambique, what went wrong yesterday? Well, they were playing against Angola, and quite simply, they just couldn't function on offense. They just could not get anything going. Even when they got open shots, they struggled to knock them down. David Canavete ended up leading them in scoring, but really it was a struggle all day for every single member of this Mozambique team. The good news is for all of the teams, especially those that are struggling, like Kenya, like Mozambique, is that the top three teams from each of the 5 groups in the FIBA AfroBasket Qualifiers will advance to the FIBA AfroBasket, which, by the way, will be held in this very arena, the Kigali Arena here in Rwanda, the premier basketball venue now in East Africa. This place is amazing, and it's going to be great to see it packed with fans. Obviously, right now, we don't have the fans because of the coronavirus pandemic and the safety guidelines, but amazing to have one of the bubbles in Africa here, or rather the bubble in Africa, and to have all these teams come and at least get a taste of Kigali and what this arena is going to be like, because so many of the teams are going to end up back here next summer for the FIBA AfroBasket. So we are going to have a pause in the commentary for the playing of the national anthems for Senegal and Mozambique.
Thank you. This is FIBA AfroBasket 2021 Qualifiers inviting you guys.
So the national anthems have been played, and we are just minutes away now from the start of this this clash between Mozambique and Senegal. The referees today: Kingsley Ojeaburu from Nigeria, Jean Sauvier Ruhamirisa from Rwanda, and Redouane Darif from Morocco. I tell you what, that's a good refereeing crew right there, and they are ready to roll here in the Kigali Arena. So we'll get a look at the starting fives for both of these teams, and Senegal just cannot wait to see Ibrahima Faye play again, number 28 there. Youssoufa Ndoye, Louis Adams was terrific yesterday. Cleveland Hanna was as well. I mean, just overall, just a wonderful team to watch. Got Badji, Ndour, Asana C, Njai, Silla, Gwe out of the starting lineup today, and Malik Dime. And of course, I spoke about Boniface Ndong now coaching this team. And there he is, the big fella. Could probably still suit it up if he wanted to get out. Thought he had some really telling comments. If you go to FIBA.basketball/AfroBasket/2021/qualifiers, and you'll see him there. He has been terrific. Mozambique will start with Kendall Manuel, David Canavete, Orlando Novella, Elton Ubese today, and Custodio Mushate, and their starting five. And Martins, Kaifash, Chire, Manjate, who had that spectacular dunk, and of course Matos playing for Milagre Makome. There he is, Milagre Makome, the head coach of Mozambique. He just didn't have any answers yesterday for Angola. It was one-way traffic. Okay? Pass. And off. Okay. You're talking about Boniface Ndong and Ibrahima Faye. Well, they actually come from the same city, Mbour, and Ibrahima Faye met Boniface Ndong when he went to his basketball camp. And since that time, they've gotten to know each other pretty well. And Boniface was talking about how nice it was to be able to come here and to be able to immediately strike up a conversation with one of these young guns. And he considers himself more to be a big brother than a coach. So that's quite a special relationship for Ndong and Ibrahima Faye. But yeah, it's been 23 years. Senegal, when you go there, they live and they breathe basketball. It is an amazing atmosphere. And really, in Dakar, their arena is like this one. I mean, it is state of the art in West Africa, and it is fantastic. I hosted the last FIBA Women's AfroBasket, and it was packed to the rafters, and they have an appetite not only for basketball, but they want a winner. They want to see their team get back to the top. And as Ndong said, it's been 23 long years, so they really are determined, the Lions, to set the record straight. And Ndong also admitting yesterday, felt like despite the final quarter, really Senegal kind of eased up a little bit. They weren't really going all out, giving 100% in that second and third quarter. So he wants to see it all the time, all the effort. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and here we go, almost starting things off with a slam dunk alley-oop, but unsuccessfully. And now a foul has been called. It was Mbai Njai that went up for the alley-oop jam, but he couldn't catch it. And really, that has been one of the enduring images of this of these AfroBasket qualifiers so far. See Youssoufa Ndoye getting fouled. One of the enduring images has been seeing those Senegalese up above the rim going for those alley-oop catches and dunks. So Youssoufa Ndoye goes to the line, off target with his first attempt. Moushate not really enamored with that first foul that was called on him. Ndoye takes his time and makes the second. Remember, this Senegal team, well, not this team, but some of these players were at the FIBA Basketball World Cup last year in China, that spectacular 32-team event that really captured the imagination and was ultimately won by Spain. Kanabete gets in and puts up a very difficult shot. And now coming down, and Senegal picking up the loose ball, not scoring at first. Ndoye then turns the ball over. Moushate came up with the basketball. And here comes Kendall Manuel. And nice pass inside, but he's swatted from behind. Custodio Moushate. This isn't the playground. You got to be ready to go up strong, and he wasn't going up strong, and he was on the receiving end. Now backing up down low, but missing for Senegal, number 28, Ibrahim Afai. So not with the brilliant start, Senegal, that we saw yesterday. Novella gets it to Manuel. Remember, he's American Mozambican. Manuel started strong yesterday. Looked like he was going to be the main man. Then he cooled off in the second half. Coming out with a man-to-man defense, Mozambique. Cleveland Hanna running the show up top. Basketball star Mourbank Andorra in Spain. Nice play by Ndoye. Oh. It's got to be frustrating for Mozambique seeing him hit that shot. Now the mid-range shot no good, and Senegal come again. Mactar Gueye, in fact, is in the lineup for Senegal. And now another turnover for Senegal. I just wonder with as we look at Ibrahim Afai, if we might see him at the highest level of the NBA one day. There's Kendall Manuel. I guess a lot of it depends on his ability to consistently hit the jump shot. Maybe put on a little bit more muscle. He's got the athleticism. There's Novella picking up the foul, raising his hand. Three-point, oh no, that was a two from Cleveland Hanna. So Kendall Manuel with the only 2 points so far from Mozambique. The trail early against Senegal. And Moushate whistled for his second foul. He might have to come out. Here's Manuel on target. He appealed for a foul. Looks at the referee. His appeals fall on deaf ears. In fact, Ibrahim Afai did declare for the NBA draft back in 2018, but was not drafted in 2019. But rest assured, there are scouts everywhere watching all of these players. Here he is from behind the arc, short. And Mozambique hustle down the court, but Canavete not able to make the layup left-handed. And there's Ibrahim Afai, very easily goes up and throws it down. The drive was there yet again for Mozambique, but I think they're worried about those shots being blocked, and driving in and scoring for Senegal. Great pass by Cleveland Hanna was Alkali. Alkali Mamadou Indoor. And we've already watched Mozambique have an almighty struggle offensively, just as they did last night. They just are really struggling to get anything going towards the basket. They get back and play defense. But offensively right now is where this team has problems. That was Ibrahim Afai's dunk, the two-hander, and we've got timeout on the court. So Mozambique called the timeout.
Tranquilos, tranquilos. Já estão a apertar bocadinho de defesa, mas temos que continuar.
Well, what do you do when you're struggling? I mean, they've gone to the basket. They've gone for the high percentage looks. They've put the ball on the deck, and they just have not been able to make shots. Kendall Manuel has attempted some jump shots. I still think your best bet is to really attack the basket, despite those athletic, long arms Senegalese players, and at bare minimum try to get to the free throw line just to see the ball fall through the hoop. Well, missing down low, Youssoufa Ndoye. Novella. Driving in and missing was Canavete. Alley-oop pass. Look at the follow from Youssoufa Ndoye. Wow. Even on the failure, I think Cleveland Hanna's not going to be too happy about that because he won't get the assist. Canavete, short. Alkali drives in. Alkali Mamadou Indoor puts it up and in on the follow. Senegal already leading by 11. Oh, nice bounce pass. Oh, the play was there. Oh, they get lucky. Quick thinking by Canavete. Throws it back inside. And Custodio Machate there for the easy one. They've just got to knuckle down, try to really tighten things up defensively. And Senegal are going to try to go for that alley-oop pass as often as possible, because more times than not, it is going to be there. So here's Ibrahim Afai at the free throw line. You know, you remember, you look back at Senegal playing at the FIBA Basketball World Cup last summer. And they were really tanned. I mean, they were flattened by Lithuania, 101-47. I mean, Lithuania just basically tore them apart in the first quarter, 27-10. And that was a blowout. But they did come back, Senegal, and they played Australia very tough, losing that one 81-68. And then Canada beat them 82-60. So it was not a great showing by Senegal, especially remembering that they had advanced in 2014 at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in Spain to the next stage, but then they were defeated by the hosts. There's some pressure. Louis Adams short. They also, Senegal lost to Germany 89-78, and they fell to Jordan 79-77. So it was not a good World Cup in that sense, but at least some of these guys did get some experience. Drive by Canavete, no good. Mozambique get it back. And boy, you know, when you're big, gets rejected. Jeremias Manchate gets rejected by the smaller Senegalese player, Mbai Njai. It's going to be a long, long night. That was the case there. The Senegal players that were at the World Cup that are here: Youssoufa Ndoye, Ibrahim Afai, in fact, was there, and Maktar Gueye. And Ibrahim Afai did average 9 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 1.7 assists. But he didn't play in the second game against Australia or against Canada. He got the majority of his minutes against Lithuania in the opener, and then against Germany and Jordan in the classification games. His best game was against Germany with 17 points. Hey, a three-point shot is good by, and we didn't, I'm not even sure that we saw him yesterday. Ismail Normamade, excuse me. And he comes out and hits a three-pointer, so that is a positive development for Mozambique. Manjate with the rebound. Normamade passes it over to Manuel. He did actually play 4 minutes yesterday, Normamade. Here he is. Looks like he's got some game to him, doesn't he? And boy, that's a good thing that wasn't a backcourt violation. Final seconds ticking off the clock here in the first quarter. And Senegal leading at 16-7. Penetration of the drive, all the move was there, but the finish was not, and it was also too early for Martins because it left Senegal with enough time. Well, Senegal leading at 16-7. Are they being ruthless enough? I mean, that was kind of reading between the lines. The big thing, that the point that Boniface Ndong was making after yesterday's game, but they lead at 16-7 at the end of one. Well, the offensive numbers not good really for either team. Only 1 3 made, and that was by Nurmamade from Mozambique, but Senegal on top. Here's what's transpired so far, some of the action from the first quarter here in this FIBA AfroBasket Qualifier between Senegal in the green and Mozambique in the white. Folks, the FIBA AfroBasket Qualifiers will also be in February, from February 19th to the 21st. So you have to remember, you know, these games here are not decisive. They are part of the process for Boniface Ndong and Senegal. Need to finish in the top 3 of the group to advance. I think everybody fully expects Senegal to do that. Nurmamade for the second time, this time short with his 3 attempt. You know, it could come down to a battle between for that 3rd spot between Kenya and Mozambique. And boy, that's going to be an entertaining game. I mean, I'm looking forward to that one. Now the pass down low. Oh boy, how in the world was that ball missed by Abu Baji? Now the ball turns over, goes back over to Senegal. Air ball by Senegal now. Will it trigger a break? No. Manuel will take it up slowly. Goes off 1 foot. Can't get it to go. It's little things like that. If he could just get a chance for a 3-point play. Asana C with the foul. Well, I guess getting to the free throw line is good, especially if it's this man. Manuel makes the first, trims the deficit to 8, and now 7. And now Senegal turn it back over. So not blowing the doors off the hinges so far, Senegal. And remember, it didn't happen yesterday until the 4th quarter. Senegal trying to pick it up defensively a little bit, get some energy, and they do force the turnover. Asana C And Amar Silla gives the pass. Now, Baji fouled as he goes up. Good decision by Amar Silla. He struggled yesterday, did Silla, against Kenya. Baji makes the first. And now everybody else will come to the line, into the lane. His attempt missed off to the left that time. So the lead back to 8 points, and Manuel brings it up slowly, deliberately. Nice pass over to the right. And a wide open jump shot not there for Inelcio Shire. Baji. Silla for three. Well, he was wide open. Can't fault him. Didn't look like it was a bad shot, to be honest. Normamade has the ball knocked away by Mbai Njai. Manuel. Pass and catch, and will it go? No, it will not. Elton Ubise. However, he gets free throws. So big Elton Ubise at the line. And in the grand scheme of things, huge opportunities when you see Mozambique go to the free throw line, considering their struggles on offense. Makes the first and the second. Interesting time to take a timeout. 7:34 remaining in the first half. And Mozambique want to discuss things. Senegal lead at 17-11. In fact, that was Senegal taking the timeout, so that makes sense.
Good job, Asad. All right. So let's try to push the ball. Okay, we play double drag again. Okay, double drag, double touch. We got two ball handlers. It doesn't matter. Let's get some rhythm. Let's try to score. Offensive rebound and run the ball. Double drag, drag, or two touch. All right. Let's try to get more rhythm.
Let's go, yo.
Let's go.
You need energy now. Need some energy. Come on, pick it up. Bend the yarn,
Hey, looking at Boniface Indong there, as you see the stats. 2 points and 3-point shots. You've got some interesting coaches here. We saw Lou Alding earlier today with South Sudan. We saw Mike Brown as well as the head coach of Nigeria. And some big names at the helm of some of these countries. Three-point shot is good by Mbai Njai. And coming right back at you, Kendall Manuel with the three. That's a good sign. Mozambique can ill afford to trail by many points. So you don't want to fall behind by double digits. Eventually, the Senegal team is going to turn it up a notch. Now Hannah, that's almost automatic. And it is. He drills it, a three. . So three three-pointers made in the space of about 30 seconds. Normamade, that was a long two. We've seen a couple of long jump shots, though, go in for him. One of them a three. Now the alley-oop pass, and it is good. And they make it look so easy. Mbai Njai just goes up, catches it, and lays it over the rim. Mozambique turned it over nearly 4 minutes into the second quarter. Here we go. Watch this. The pass, only one result. We've already had 2 games today here in the Kigali Arena. Nigeria winning over South Sudan, and Angola rolling over Kenya, and now it's Senegal, Mozambique. And later it'll be Mali, Rwanda. Ibrahim Afai passes outside. And missing from distance, Alkali Mamadou Ndour. And foul on the screen for Mozambique. So that was Shere with the block, the illegal screen. Louis Adams comes back in for Alkali Mamadou Ndour. Cleveland Hanna to Fai. Louis Adams. And Ibrahim Afai wide open. Boy, that was an air ball. But there for the follow is that Malik Dime. Saw him do that yesterday, and sure enough, Malik Dime out there again, catching the ball and going up for the two-handed reverse jams. 27-16 in favor of Senegal. And nowhere to go inside for the big fella, Elton Obise. And another dunk by Malik Dime. Pape Malik Dime. Other of those Warbank Andorra players. And that forces the timeout. Well, we haven't seen too much. Look at Shere. A little bit ticked off. Not sure why he left his man to go help double team.
Yeah, Louis, you play this. We do run again power up. Okay? So for you, Malik.
Já está fora. Jack, faz o bloqueio aqui, tá? Ao time, tá? Eu estou dizendo que está aqui está aqui o tender, tá? David, vamos.
Just 3 of 16 inside the arc from Mozambique. Very acceptable 2 of 5 from long range, but 3 of 16 isn't going to cut it at this level. Saw Normamade hit one of those 3-pointers, and he also hit one of those 3 shots inside the arc. Maybe he should be looking more for his shot. So far today, Normamade has, he's only missed once inside the arc. Manuel with a little floater. Manuel guarding Alkali Mamadou Ndour. Ibrahim Afai left it and passed it over to Maktar Gueye. But Gueye watched his shot rattle out. Nobody misses again. Another alley-oop pass. Nope. By the time he called it, the pass from Louis Adams, Ibrahim Afai was already behind the backboard. Watch this. Well, maybe that was not a great description. I don't think it was thrown high enough. Shot is good. Such a rare sighting from Mozambique to see a baseline jumper go in, and it was Ubise. Nurmamade gets the assist, and now Alkali Mamadou Indoor just turns it over. Biggest problem for Mozambique is they can't get out of their own way at times. So frustrating. Must be frustrating for them too. Coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the first half. Alkali drives in Indoor, though, and he misses. A reprieve for Mozambique, who are down 11. Somebody step up and hit a three. Let's get this thing to single digits. Manuel's going to try. Louis Adams is going to try. It's going to go in and out. And Jeremiah Manjete rather gets the rebound. Canavete. He's got some, excuse me, Novella. He's got some offense, some penetration. Canavete puts it up, follows up his miss. Does he get it? No, he can't. Senegal, Ibrahim Afai does corral it in the end. And there is Alkali Mamadou Indoor laying it up and in. Martins drives in. So the free throw is coming for Hugo Martins. Foul called on Ibrahim Afai. Yusuf Indoor comes back in. Afai takes a breather. Manuel taking a breather as well. So Martins, Hugo Martins gets it back to an 11-point deficit. Indoor. I think he traveled. Yep. I think he traveled twice. Now the pass down low, the pump fake. Well, Indoor didn't even have to move. He didn't have to bite on the fake. Just stood there. Guay with the miss. Maktar Guay. And now the final minute. Mozambique, the nice drive. Nurmamade, look at that. Wow. You better go up strong with it against Senegal. It was coming right back at you. Guay misses again. Senegal follow. Now a chance in the open floor. They got to hit the shoot. They got to hit the three. No, it'll be a 2 if it goes, and he misses. Alkali gets it before it goes out of bounds. Alkali Mamadou Ndour. Final 20 seconds. Struggles of this Mozambique team on offense especially have been epic here at the qualifiers. Seems like Pio Matos has fallen out of favor, unless they're saving him for some reason to go up against Kenya. .8 seconds. Oktargwe inbounds it to Hannah. Better watch out. He's a good creator. Alley-oop. And Malik Dime well above the rim. And a foul was called. So a chance for Senegal to increase the lead to 13 before halftime. Tell you what, that looked almost like a line drive free throw by Dime. He needs to get a little more arc on that, in my opinion. Yeah, that's it. Ibrahim Afai telling him get some more arc on the free throw. A little bit better. Okay, here comes the shot, and he doesn't get it off. Nurmamade. So Senegal are in command. Is it safe to say? I think so. They are on top of Mozambique here in the FIBA AfroBasket Qualifiers in the Kigali Arena in Rwanda. As Boniface Ndong looks at his options, looks at the stats. His team is on top 32-20. Mozambique perfect at the free throw line, just 6 of 11 for Senegal. I mean, really, this lead should be bigger. Senegal out rebounding their opponents, and not surprisingly have more assists and more steals. Well, here are some of the director's top plays. So we'll have a look. Youssoufa Ndoye going to work early. Manuel getting in on the action early as well. But I think they're looking for more from Manuel. He does have 7 points, but he's 2 of 6. Ibrahim Afai. Saw a lot of that on day 1. And in general, it feels like Senegal have not really taken off. They haven't really gotten out of third gear yet. And it is an issue as well with, you know, some of their teams. Are they ruthless enough? I know they want to run their sets. They want to run some good plays. But ultimately, you got to be able to go out there and really give it to the other team and get on top. You know, really, they should be, you would think, would be further ahead. And of course, if they hadn't missed nearly half their free throws, they would be further ahead of Mozambique than they are. But as it is, Mozambique still around. If somehow the ball would start to fall for them and they could play the game at their tempo, slow it down, you know, limit Senegal to just one shot, keep them out of the lane, then maybe, just maybe, they might have a chance to get back into this thing. Cleveland Hannah is just so reliable. Just looking at his individual numbers, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, just solid across the board as usual for him. 5 different players with 5 points for Senegal. So who do we choose with 5 different players with 5 points as the top scorer? Well, we're going to go with Cleveland Hannah. He's great on the drives, on the penetrations, the dishes, and if you leave him open, he's going to hit that jump shot. And Manuel, again, also the top scorer so far tonight. He spoke about what he can do. He's got 7 points, 2 of 6 from the floor, and he's also been to the line where he has he's made some free throws, made both attempts. So at halftime, it is Senegal on top, 32-20 over Mozambique. Enjoy these shots, and we'll be right back for the second half.
They will go coast to coast and have it swatted away by Williams Naras. There's a floating pass, and there's a big finish by Thompson. Oh, nice little fake, gets the defender to turn their head, and the score for Rebecca Sam. Old school move from him.
Oh, what a pass. What a pass and what a finish. There they are again, and Bala hands it off and gets it back. Are you kidding me? An exclamation mark.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Heart of Africa cheerleaders in our own time. Heart of Africa cheerleaders. And then DJ second round is underway. We've got 2 points for Senegal and so on that. This is the FIBA AfroBasket Qualifiers. Probably supposed to have
Well, it's not all one-way traffic for Senegal, but it is 32-20, and maybe if they've been able to take advantage of some of their opportunities at the free throw line, that score would be far more decisive than it is right now. Mozambique just really struggling to put the ball in the basket during these qualification games so far. Just 20 points tonight. Ibrahim Afai has not exploded so far, so that's good for Mozambique. He has 5 points, 1 of 7 from the floor. There's Afai handing the basketball off to Alkali Indoor. Now Cleveland Hanna. Yusufa Indori goes in. Oh, they're going to count it. And a 3-point play opportunity. And Custodio Moshate just has happened early in the game. Picks up an early foul. And there's no doubt about it. So 3 fouls on Moshate. And Senegal now leading it by 15 points. Normamade passes it around to Manuel. Normamade misses from 3-point range. And the ball goes out of bounds. So Otavio Magalitso, who didn't play in the first half, inbounds the ball. Normamade goes to work, passes it back outside. And the shot from Magalitso not true. Nevertheless, the ball will stay at this end. I have to say, the more you watch Mozambique, it's really hard to imagine a team struggling more offensively, trying just to even make open shots. Here's another one. And another one, this one from Kendall Allen Manuel, probably you would think would have the best shot of all, hitting the 3. He doesn't make it. Cleveland Hanna, meanwhile, gets it over to Fai, who swings it. And Alkali gets in and makes quick work of that opportunity. And the lead is now 17 points. I think Boniface Sindong knows that it's not going to be this easy against the better teams. They will provide more challenges, more questions when they've got the ball. Here's Manuel, goes baseline, behind the back pass. Magalitso. Alkali, oh, what was that? Oh gosh. Alkali gave himself a little showtime, and all he had to do was make the layup, and then all Magalitso had to do was get the rebound. Oh boy. And that's why they say in warm-ups, when you're taking layups, your layup drills, you always want to take those seriously. You don't want to just flip it up there. You need to take it serious, and you need to make everything you put up, and that had all the hallmarks of you know, just not concentrating. There's Cleveland Hanna. Well, he can make a 3-pointer like it's a layup if he's open. Nice drive by Manuel, taking what the defense gives him. Now Cleveland Hanna. Bounce pass. Boy, no defense. Where are they? Cleveland Hanna. And Njai just throws it down. Haven't said by Njai too much today. He does have 7 points. Norma Bade over to Magalizio. Now again, another chance to run. Cleveland Hanna. Alley-oop pass and the dunk. Indeed, from Yusufa Ndoye. And you can see it's Cleveland Hanna saying, hey, that's my assist. He really is a different class. I mean, he is a perfect example of just makes the right plays. He's smart. He's intelligent. You can see he just practices. His jump shot is just true. He's not going to beat himself. He's got 8 points, 6 assists, and maybe, just maybe, he'll get that double-double today that eluded him yesterday, which we thought he was going to get. He did not hesitate. I mean, in all honesty, anybody, when you see the advantage that Senegal have with their bigs running the floor, you know, that's always going to be option one. Just throw it up near the rim for the alley-oop. Penetration drive. They save it. Norma Made in and out. You can see Boniface Ndong wants him to run at every opportunity. Look at the floor general out there. Cleveland Hanna. Yusufa Ndoye, a little bit out of control. So Mozambique, small victory in the overall scheme of things, but at least they get the charge. Elton Ubise. Boy, Pio Matos. Pio Matos just not getting any minutes today for Mozambique. And right when I say that, he comes in. He's got the ball, Pio Matos. Manuel. And going up and attempting the shot was Martins, Ugos Martins. Alcali's shot no good. Studio Machate with the rebound, hands it off to Pio Matos. Pio Matos, oh, nice little wraparound. And Magalizio just fumbles it out of bounds. The thing is, if he catches that, what's he going to do with it? I mean, that's how intimidating these Senegalese players are down on the low blocks. I mean, they are just so long, so tough. Here's a chance now. 2-on-1 break. Pio Matos takes it with the left hand and puts it up and in. Boy, that's evidence right there that he needs to get some minutes. That was a good finish. I just wonder if there's an element of keeping Pio Matos fresh for the big game that's going to be coming up against Kenya. It might be, because maybe, just maybe, he is going to be a deciding factor in that game. Also, when you think about how many minutes Kanavate has played today, 13 minutes. Well, he's had his chance and he hasn't made a shot all day. He's 0 for 8. So I guess that argument doesn't really hold. This was a Magalitso, so he was fouled by Bachi. You know, you add some of the other players from Senegal to this Gorgui Dieng, and really it becomes a case of, for a national team coach like Boniface Ndong, you know, he wants to find guys that it has to be about the team, and you know, you have to buy in to what he wants to do, and he wants to play the game the right way. So, you know, how many of those guys from last year that didn't win a game at the FIBA Basketball World Cup do you bring back? Well, I suppose there's always going to be a place for Gorgui Dieng. But how many others are going to be coming back? You try to coach these guys that are going to try to act on everything that you say, follow the instructions. They don't have as much experience, probably, maybe not even as much talent, but if they're going to execute the game plan, you know, it's not just star power that wins. You got to play within the concept of the team. And I'm not suggesting that any of those guys that played at the World Cup weren't playing for each other or weren't playing for the team, but I'm just saying these, you know, I'm sure that with Coach Boniface Ndong, he's probably he's probably seeing which players can help him and which cannot. I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer with Cleveland Hanna. I mean, he's got to be in the team. He's terrific. Now, Gueye back in the game, hasn't been that impressive. He did play last year at the World Cup. And that was great hustle there by Asana C. It's got to like that. He plays in lower division in France. I like it though. Look at this. He goes down and blocks Magalitso. He didn't give up on the play. And that's something that Boniface Ndong is going to like. But he would be like the least likely candidate to make the team, you would think, from all of the players once they become available. But just that hustle play must be in the mind now of Boniface Ndong. So you got to take advantage of the opportunities when you get them. Asana C gets it down low, and again another miss. Looking for the outlet pass. Pio Matos. Magalitso loses control of it as he goes up. Now Gueye decides to go all the way, but no. He is unsuccessful, but Senegal will maintain possession. Hey, you can't fault Gueye for trying to push it. He saw the contact. He went to his left to try to put it up. I think that's what Coach Ndong wants. There's Hanna again. Well, he misses it. He's human. Manuel. Mozambique trailing by 20. We've really yet to see them click at these qualifiers. The shot clock ticking away. Manuel just goes in with arms raised, nowhere to go. Hannah, what a bounce pass! Look at the finish as well. And it leads to another opportunity only from Mozambique, Custodio Moshate, to throw it away. And Senegal were so excited that they've knocked over the advertising hoarding in front. Watch this. What a pass. And it still works. That is good value. I mean, this is just too easy for them. They're over there having a good time, laughing. With 12 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the game. Speaking of Cleveland Hannah, so 8 points, 7 assists. So really it depends, obviously, how many minutes he's going to get the rest of the way, if he's going to get that double-double. Here he goes. Badji doesn't have anything to do with it. Now Manuel quickly to Piu Matos. Goes up with the left hand, and Manuel with the rebound. Attempted putback. And Asana C lays it up and in. High arcing shot, note, and Amasila rebounds it, brings it forward. Manuel for three, gets this one to go. Another bounce pass. Oh, it was there on a platter. He'll get the assist though if he makes a free throw. He just needs to make one free throw. Badji. Something tells me that Hannah gets more pleasure out of getting the assist than he does scoring himself. So he does get the assist. So 8 points, 8 assists right now for Cleveland Hannah. He only makes one of two. Almost had another chance. Now, Piu Matos. So Piu Matos goes to the line for Mozambique. Got Mali Rwanda coming up next. Group D game here in the Kigali Arena. Piu Matos sinks to first. Now on Friday we got Tunisia against Madagascar, and then Central African Republic against the Democratic Republic of Congo. Those will be Group A games. They've yet to start. And then we'll have Mozambique, Kenya. And then the showpiece really will be Senegal and Angola. In fact, we've got Egypt and Uganda at 4:30. But that will be in Alexandria, Egypt. But yeah, so we've got Senegal and Angola in Kigali. Morocco and Cape Verde also playing in Alexandria. So you would think with this Mozambique team, they really want to get some positive vibes before they go up against Kenya tomorrow at 4 p.m. local time, which will be in 23 hours from now. Deficit right now 18 with 2.2 seconds left in the quarter. And Manuel makes it. So now it's back to 17. Cleveland Hanna says, I don't want to come out. I want to get my double-double. But right now, he's got 8 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds. He's plus 17. Timeout. I like this timeout because, you know, this is a type of situation where you may be in a tight game at the end and you need a basket. So he's made the free throws. You call the timeout. I think you advance the ball, don't you? Yeah, so you advance the ball. And we came back a little too slow there. Apologies. But anyway. 17-point lead for Senegal with 10 minutes remaining. So they are going to say with 2.2 seconds remaining, still got to take this shot. What's going on? They're not going to advance the ball. I thought they advanced it after they made free throws. I'll have to check on that. I don't know what that play was at the end. What was Alcali trying to do? He was not trying to bounce it into the basket, but anyway, at the end of the third quarter, it was 49-32, Senegal on top of Mozambique. Well, 10 more shots made inside the arc for Senegal, and that's what you can wean from those stats. I'll just let you digest some of these top plays from the third quarter. Cleveland Hanna showing off his jump shot.
This is FIBA AfroBasket Qualifiers. Norris Mozambique back to together in this sport. This is the winner and leader.
Fourth quarter action underway here with Senegal, Mozambique. And from the neutrals, no doubt hoping Mozambique can discover some type of scoring touch, shooting touch. It has not been evident from them in this entire, well, the first 2 days of the FIBA AfroBasket Qualifiers. Agalizio back to Manuel. Did they get it off in time? Yes, they did. The three-point shot. Wow. What a thing of beauty from Canavete. And back to a 14-point game. And now the turnover. Piu Matos goes in and scores with the left hand. And Boniface Ndong, his team leading by just 12 points over Mozambique. A lot of time left. If somehow Mozambique have saved the best for last, wouldn't that be a sensational story? And now the ball goes off the hand. Senegal save it in bounds. Cleveland Hanna, is he going to put paid to this comeback attempt? And he draws the foul inside on Machate. So it's foul number 4 on Custodio Machate. Hanna takes his time and doesn't get the first one to go. Surely he'll get the double-double. Speaking as a fan. 8 points, 8 assists. Now 9 points. And a 13-point lead. Manuel on the baseline. Louis Adams drives in and scores. Makes it look easy, doesn't he? He hasn't played as much today. He's only played 10 minutes. That's his first basket of the game, Louis Adams. He's a good player. I like him. And now the trip, Piu Matos sends the Senegalese player tumbling to the hardwood. Well, the ball was knocked away, and in fairness to Piu Matos, she didn't do too much wrong there going for the ball. Louis Adams did crash hard, although he left his feet. Senegal with a 15-point lead over Mozambique, coming up on the 8-minute mark. Hanna, bounce pass. Ibrahim Afai can't get it to go. Piu Matos steps back. I tell you what, ever since he's come in, he's been the best player on the court for this Mozambique team. He's probably a little bit irked that it took him this long to get into the game. 13-point game. Ibrahim Afai loses it out of bounds, and Magalizzo getting ready to inbound it. And as superior as Senegal have been throughout this entire contest, They only lead by 13 points. Remarkable, really. Hugh Matos picked up the dribble. Inside it goes Canavete. Puts it up. Tough shot. Gets it back. And they did not reset the shot clock after the miss. I'm not sure if Canavete actually hit the rim. I guess not. So really a break that the play does stop for Mozambique. Zimbai Njai was hustling down the floor, as was Malik Dime. Hannah, his pass knocked away. Here comes Mozambique once again. Canavete. Manuel launches from a long way out. Louis Adams passes up to Hannah, who gives it to Ibrahim Afai. Where's that been all game? And back to a 15-point lead and a timeout called by Mozambique. It's a really interesting situation that we have in this group. I mean, it's clear that Angola and Senegal are the two best teams. But with Mozambique and Kenya, you just feel like we haven't seen the best of Mozambique. Kenya have shown flashes of really good play. Mozambique have just struggled to score in both games. But maybe they're going to save their best for last. And remember, you have to finish in the top three. The qualification is not the top two. So, this is not a disaster if Mozambique lose this game. They need to finish in the top three of the group. And of course, there's also going to be another window. So the question is, how are they going to fare against Kenya? And not just in tomorrow's game, but also in February when the third and final window is played. A right idea from Norma Made. Ball knocked out of bounds. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, good rebound inside. Pass back out. Rebound by Canavete. Normamade back to Canavete for three. Canavete just having a nightmare shooting the basketball today. Hasn't made a shot all day from three-point range, and he's only 1 of 11 from the floor. In fact, actually, that was his only shot that he made was from three-point range. 1 of 5. So 15-point deficit, and now the clock becoming the enemy for Mozambique. They need points. They've been needing points all game, but they really need them now. And they got to get stops as well. Normamade fakes it, steps back, puts it up and in. One of the bright spots for this team today, without question. Normamade. Alcali. Over to Cleveland Hanna. That's good. The three. Well, he's got his double digits in scoring, but he's still got a little bit of work to do. Got one more assist that he needs for that double-double. Will he get it? Doesn't just depend on him, and the man that he gets the ball to has to score. He might have one or two more chances. Hugo Martins. Ibrahim Afai with the rebound. Cleveland Hanna, no look. And that would have been the assist if he'd made it. But the three attempt from Mbai Njai was short. Well, Mozambique have not been completely throttled tonight. I mean, really, they just haven't been able to score. It's been more of them than Senegal in that sense. Magalizio hits a three-pointer, cuts the deficit back to 13. I mean, yeah, the Senegalese are quite impressive defensively when they've got their hands up down under the basket, so they've made life very difficult in that sense for this Mozambique team. But overall, it's Mozambique have had many opportunities where they just haven't gotten it done. Hanna's going to launch another one. Oh, look at that. Njai hands it off, and the dunk for Ibrahim Afai. I mean, Ibrahim Afai feels like he's moved at half speed today. He's got 9 points. 3 of 10 from the floor, 27 minutes and 40 seconds, 5 rebounds. I don't know how to assess his performance today. Yeah, and I'm guessing now that Hanna has just missed his opportunity to get the double-double. He's come out of the game, replaced by Asane C. So Hanna leaves with 12 points and 9 assists. Yesterday he had 12 points and 9 assists. What are the chances of that? Yesterday he also had 6 rebounds. And today he's got 3 rebounds. That doesn't mean that he's played worse. He was plus 18 today, and efficiency wise, and yesterday he was plus 22. He also had, well, yeah, I guess he was better yesterday. .241 to go. Custodio Machate goes out. That was only a matter of time before he picked up his 5th foul. Well, the one thing you have to say as well as, I mean, Senegal absolutely destroyed Kenya in the 4th quarter yesterday, and they won by 38 points. Right now they're up by 15. But don't be fooled into thinking that Mozambique have played better than Kenya. For 3 quarters yesterday, Kenya were far better. I mean, they were, I'm not going to say they were the equal of Senegal, but at least they kept it close. They were trailing by 6 points heading into the 4th quarter. Now in the 4th quarter they scored just 2 points, but really all game long you felt like Senegal have effectively had this game in hand, yet they only lead by 15 points. So the final 2 minutes. And the mid-range jump shot is good by Jeremiah Manjate. Oh, looked like a potential turnover there. Referees didn't see anything wrong. Certainly Mozambique were appealing for one. And Ibrahim Afai kind of lost control of it as he went up for it. Now another chance. Up ahead it goes. And Manuel has it knocked out of his hands. So 13-point game with 1:32 remaining. And yes, it's not over. Although this Mozambique team has struggled all game long to get anything going when they've had the basketball. Remember, the clock is the enemy. Matos gets rid of it. And Machate again goes up. Haven't seen much of him today. I thought he played okay. Oh, here he goes. Pio Matos steals it. Well, that's the easiest basket we've seen all day for Mozambique, and now they trail by just 11. Bounce pass. Oh, nice. Little spin, but he missed the shot again. Pio Matos and the open floor. Mozambique. Manuel for three. Go! Goodness me. And they've gotten it to single digits. It doesn't seem right, does it? They've cut it to 8 points. I'm not going to say shame on Senegal for allowing this to happen, but the question does have to be asked. How could they be leading by just 8 points with a minute to go, having been just completely on top of this Mozambique team all game long?
Parce que souvent il y a un match encore plus important. Donc finissez fort. Alkali, ku nek mën na rater panier, mais so dawul delu ci c'est 10 fois pire. Voilà, parce que panier bi mëno ci dara, yow ya ko gënon bëgg duggal. Voilà, so let's try to finish strong, okay? And finish this game. All right? We go again double touch. Okay? Let's go. Let's go.
Does throw up the possibility that you might get Cleveland Hanna back in the game, but I guess Boniface thinks his team can finish things off here. Oh, fumbles through the hands. Crazy things are happening here. Mozambique gets it. They put it up. They trail by 6 points. Unbelievable. What in the world? They can't score all game long. They've had a couple of things happen here. Some layups missed by Senegal. A steal by Pio Matos. And suddenly, this Mozambique team is trailing by 6 points. And to be down by 6 points with 58 seconds left, not impossible, folks. This is unbelievable.
All right. If they pass anybody, Clevin, if you pass to Alkali, you cut right middle.
I think if I'm Boniface, I think about putting Cleveland Hanna back in, seriously, getting the basketball in his hands. Because all of a sudden, you have to think, Mozambique, first of all, think that they've got a chance. Asane C, how did he not catch that ball? You know, we've also got the prospect that Senegal might have to make some free throws. Now, they have made 11 of 13 today, but free throws can be a little bit harder to make all of a sudden when the game becomes tight. It just doesn't seem, this is unreal. I mean, Mozambique have been so, they have brought Hanna back in. That is a good decision. And sure enough, he might get his 10th assist for the double-double. You do not want to take a chance against Mozambique in this situation. And Manuel reaches in and fouls a man that has missed a free throw today. Cleveland Hanna, don't forget. Okay, so they're not actually, they need to foul one more time before Senegal take free throws. Hannah for three. Nope. Good box out down low by Canavete. Do you look for the three? I think so. They do. They get the three. Oh, it's an air ball from Magalizio. Now Hannah holds it. Oh, is that double dribble? They called the foul with 13.7 seconds remaining. So Cleveland Hannah goes to the line and makes the first. And what has been a unexpectedly uncomfortable last minute for Senegal. It looks like they're going to survive it, although Hannah makes just one. They rebound the miss. Now they get it to Hannah. They keep the ball away from Mozambique, and Senegal will hold on for a 60-53 win. I think as Boniface goes back and looks over this, you know, the point that he has to impress upon his team is, listen, guys, we really and truly do need to be fully concentrated. I think there were moments where Senegal were not going at 100%, maybe a little bit too much showtime, and that will come back and bite them against a good team if they take that approach. But they win this one. Senegal 60, Mozambique 53. I believe that's Makdar Njai over there, former player as well. Ibrahim Afai. Not a great game for him by any stretch of the imagination. Look at the numbers. Free throws 10 of 18 for Senegal. Yeah, sorry, I was looking earlier at Mozambique's free throw shooting. 11 of 13. So that was definitely an uncomfortable finish for Senegal in a game where really they could have won by 50 or 60. It really felt like that. Manuel with 20 in the end finished was the game's leading scorer. Pio Matos came on in the second half, and I'm guessing he will have a prominent role against Kenya. Played 13 minutes and had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Finished as his team's highest rated player efficiency-wise. Well, here's Cleveland Hannah dribbling about and making life interesting and challenging for Mozambique. And well, 2 of his game high 20 points. Senegal will face Angola tomorrow, and Kenya will go up against this Mozambique team. And if you want to look at it realistically, you know, which team has gotten better as the tournament has gone along? Well, certainly you would say Angola. I think they've gotten a little bit better from their opening game. Although you have to consider who they were playing. They played Kenya today, one day after Kenya exerted themselves against Senegal. But I think that's a pretty even game looking at it. Angola and Senegal. Only the coach knows why Pio Matos didn't come in until the second half. It's his right, obviously, not to play him until he feels like he wants to. But Pio Matos, in 13 minutes, put up his team's best numbers. He had the 10 points again, and he had the 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and notably he had 5 steals. So will Piumatos figure prominently against Kenya? You betcha. I mean, there's absolutely no way he doesn't play big minutes. He may not start, although I would, but the other thing is I think maybe the coach has gotten his attention by not starting him. Maybe he wasn't. I don't think Piumatos played very well yesterday against Angola. And maybe that was the message that the coach wanted to send. Cleveland Hanna, meanwhile, arguably one of the best, or maybe the best player so far, consistency-wise here in Kigali.